Random Reddit stories according to Reddit. Number 20. Back when I was in high school, I wanted to approach this girl on a bus on my way to school. She was really hot, and I knew I'd regret it if I didn't approach her. There was one big problem. There was a middle-aged lady seated next to her, and I couldn't talk to this girl with the lady right next to her. I had to think of a way to get rid of the lady. I then woke up from my seat, slowly walked to the row that they were seated in, and calmly asked the lady, "Excuse me, ma'am, could you please let me sit next to my sister?" Turns out, the lady was the girl's mom. What? Oh my God. That's what I'm talking about. As we continue up to number 19. When I was about 14 years old, I found a slingshot in the woods. It was a pretty good slingshot that must have cost a fair bit of money. It had a metal frame and thick rubber sling. One day my friend and I were on top of a hill out in the countryside, and a jogger came running out of the nearby tree line. He was some distance away and below us. Without holding or putting a lot of thought into it, I shot a stone just above the dude's head. The rock went exactly where I wanted it to, but if there was wind, or my aim was off, or 1,000 of other factors, I would have seriously fucked that jogger up. I muse on that at least once a week. I never see my friend, and we haven't spoken about it since then. It's really no different from holding a gun and then shooting near a dude. Some people are just crazy like that. Some people are just crazy like that. A hello to everybody in the stream chat. Hope you guys are having a fun countdown to Animal Crossing. What a wonderful time to be alive for those of you whose Animal Crossing hasn't been delayed. Number 18. I keep my sex life private in real life, so I have never told anyone. So I've never told anybody about the only time that I had sex in public, and subsequently the one and only time I got caught having sex by someone in an airplane. What? Were you both in the airplane? My boyfriend and I were out at the deserted quarry on the edge of town. We were going at it when a little two-seater plane flew overhead. The plane then proceeded to turn around and fly over us again, this time dipping its wings when it was overhead. Nice. Nah, man, they weren't in the air. The love was on the ground. Everywhere I look around. That one rhymes, so love is on the ground makes more sense. Love is on the ground. Love is on the ground. Why wasn't that the song? What if Love Was on the Ground was actually a song already? So he just changed it to Love Is in the Air. And somebody was like, this doesn't even rhyme. And they're like, I don't care. Number 17. My mom probably has factitious disorder. What the hell is that? Let's look that up. Factitious disorder. Factitious disorder is a serious mental disorder in which someone deceives others by appearing sick, by purposefully getting sick or by self-injury. Factitious disorder also can happen when family members or caregivers falsely present others, such as children, as being ill, injured, or impaired. So it's just when somebody wants to be sick to try to get more attention. Don't old people do this all the time? Because they got nothing going on. Not like they could baby trap people or be attractive. Feel sorry for me. She used to gather my siblings and I together to announce that she has insert cancer or a deadly disease, and then make us cry and hug her. Oh, you know what I've been through. She has ruined so many of my major life events to rant about herself and all of her illnesses. Yeah, how dare you try to take attention away from her with your life? It's all about her. I haven't called to check in on her with everything that is going on because I do not want to hear her hours-long spew of disease and sickness because I always think she is lying. Well, there you go. She may actually be at serious risk of death from COVID-19, and I still don't want to hear her talk about it. What a weight off your shoulders that would be. She could die, and I think I would, he said it, I think I would feel relief. This is the realest thing I've read on Reddit in a long time, y'all. This is the realest thing I've read on Reddit in a long time. Makes me want to take Dean to the extreme. Guitar riff, insert it here. I do hope you guys are having a lovely day as we make bold preparation for Animal Crossing coming our way. The preparation so bold. The preparation so H. Could all of the big titty people in the stream chat lurking hit me with a H in the chat, please? Just one H on that ass. I'm a Lisa face for you, please. As we continue through this list, we arrive at number 16. My aunt was forced to hand her kids over to her alcoholic ex for a weekend. She was terrified that he'd hurt them, so she sent me with them. I was 7 or maybe 8 years old. They were 2 and 4 years old. I thought myself so much older and decided that it was the responsible thing to do, so I went along. While at his apartment, he got wasted and called my aunt and told her he was going to throw them off his very high balcony. You guys seems pretty well adjusted, you know. They were asleep. I didn't sleep all night, and I just sat up all night. No small feat for someone of that age. To make sure that the kids didn't, or to make sure he didn't kill my baby cousins. Nobody knows. I think about it daily and wonder if it's why I have panic disorder. Yet another disorder that any boomer will tell you doesn't really exist and you just need to man up and pull yourself up by your bootstraps. That ain't real. See, if it was me, I would just pull myself up, take care of business. Anxiety, all these disorders are just made up. It's a pretty good boomer accent. I should turn that into a character. I wish there were better ways to protect kids in separations. It's called money, okay? And unless you have money, you don't get justice. You don't get your way. You gonna have to learn that the hard way. You had a bad day. You know what lost? For tonight's list was a list of people who lost their job because of coronavirus. Now, I think that I'm a pretty tough and bleak guy when it comes to the lists I usually outline for these sessions every day, but I didn't want to go that dark. I felt like it would be rude. It would be mean. You'll get it later, just not tonight. Tonight you can have some stories of the random variety. Good old bedtime story, if I do say so. Number 15. I was a Peace Corps volunteer in Western Samoa. I think I turned the music down way too low. Let me try that really quick. I was a Peace Corps volunteer in Western Samoa. One weekend, several of my fellow volunteers and I went camping on this tiny private island. On the first or second night, We made a bonfire and all got super drunk, then went skinny dipping, and the water was only about chest deep. Warm and still. There were no lights or anything to pollute the air, so the stars were blazingly bright. We also inadvertently kicked up some bioluminescence, filling the water with stars. Drunkenly, we were floating naked in the warm sea, completely surrounded on all sides by stars. Close friends is one of the most beautiful and euphoric memories. What? Sorry, just read it funny. Drunkenly floating in the warm sea, completely surrounded on all sides by stars and close friends, is one of the most beautiful and euphoric memories. It's so euphoric, bro. I was just there, like floating, you know, with my friends and the stars. It just felt so real. And then a shark came. Oh God, Jacob, my euphoria. We tried to get him back, but I was too drunk and I knew if I swam out further that I'd die. We had to turn back, and we made a pact that day that we'd never tell anybody, but we'd come back on the 1-year anniversary. Come back to Shark Eat Jacob Cove. It was like Cove, but with a B. Because our Asian friend couldn't say it properly, so we just called it Cove. Number 14. Okay. I've told this on Reddit before, but never in person. So I was at a water park with a girl that I had a huge crush on. Some of our mutual friends were there as well. I'm not a big fan of rides. She had been trying to talk me into going on one the entire day, and I finally agreed to just try one of these things out, and it was really intense looking. It was a slide. Basically, you go down the slide while sitting on this big inflatable thing, and it was for 2 people, so naturally I paired up with the girl that I had a crush on. Did you piss your pants? We both climbed into the inflatable, which had these little handles on it for you to hold them when you went down. She had some handles too on her chest, you know what I'm talking about? When we went down the slide, it was way faster than I thought it would be. I accidentally let go of one of the handles, tried to grab it ahead, and ended up grabbing her hand instead by accident. I was really embarrassed, but she put her other hand on top of mine until we reached the bottom. I guess she thought I was scared, which is also kind of embarrassing, but it was a nice moment. She later went on to be my first kiss. You virgin. You virgin, you what, mate? You never kissed a girl? Get a load of this guy over here. Been on a water slide, I'm gonna pee my pants. Grabbed her hand and everything. She was so scared. She was so scared of you. Leaving it with your virginity intact, she probably thought you'd be some sort of serial killer. Giving you a pity kiss. Pity kiss for Jacob. The boy who survived a shark attack to be scared of water slides. But it wasn't the slide that scared Jacob. It's in Jacob's back. You see what's happening to me now that I'm not gonna, Animal Crossing is coming delayed. I'm losing my mind. Up in here. This summer, Jacob is back from, what was the name of the cove? Oh, I forgot the name of the cove. And none of you guys are listening. You're all getting F's. All right?
Isn't it Jacob being by a shark cove?
Jacob being eaten by a shark. But we were too drunk to swim for him. We all night we just stared at those stars, thinking, is he staring at the same stars? And we'll never talk about this again, but we'll come back on the 1-year anniversary. What the hell is this, Stripes? Ha 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 he he. What the fuck?
It's supposed to be pronounced hee hee.
Oh, is she doing like a
Ha ha hee hee.
She's doing like a Joker thing. Ha ha hee hee ho ho ho.
How is that Joker?
Nah, I'm not. That wasn't a Joker impression. Sorry. There's a lot going on in my brain. I guess that she was scared, blah, blah, blah. She went out to be my first kiss about 6 months later, and we're still close friends today. But nothing more, you douche.
May have found someone better.
Oh, you've never been kissed? I'm sorry. Is there anybody in this chat that has never been kissed? Can you tell me? Please just tell me in the chat. Let's get into it together. Number 13, I moved to the UK from Zimbabwe. Ariana says, I've never been kissed. How do we know you're telling the truth? Tell us something that would lead us to believe that you've genuinely never been kissed. Number 13, I moved to the UK from Zimbabwe when I was 4 years old. The first few years, my parents spent their whole time trying to settle down. By the time that I was 8 years old, they realized that we had never been to London. So on a hot June day, we went to London. We went to the aquarium, Covent Garden to see the performers. On the London Eye, it was a good day. To the end of the day, we went to Buckingham Palace. I was tired, so I was resting my head against the bars, asking all of the questions that you'd expect from an 8-year-old. After a while, my parents said that it was time to go, and I pushed away from the bars and then felt the cold steel against the back of my ears. What? I pushed away from the bars and then felt the cold steel against the back of my ears. I hadn't noticed my head had slipped through. I panicked. A crowd gathered. Even a horse guard came to see what the commotion was about, because he wrote commission. Bitch. I bet he was expecting a child. I bet he wasn't expecting a child with his head stuck. By the end, I had accepted that this was my new home. But I couldn't figure out how I'd go to sleep with the spike on the floor. Luckily, an old lady with a tube of Vaseline in her handbag and my dad were able to pull me out with my head smothered in Vaseline. Nice. Guy Fieri's waifu says I've never been kissed, and Ariana says they've never been kissed because they've never had a boyfriend. You're telling me that you haven't had a boy man to just smooch up, smooch down, whatever? Never had some kind of weirdo mistletoe kiss or some dude just be like, hey, baby, and then get all stupid movie close to you and be all like, you know, I like the way your lips smell. And then you're all like, oh my God. It's really funny because like once you're a certain I want to say rating on the attractive scale, it doesn't matter what comes out of your mouth, man. I really like the way that your hair resembles seaweed but dried.
Oh wow, that's so sweet. You want to go out?
I actually think Animal Crossing sucks my balls.
Wow, you know I'd still date you though. Even though Animal Crossing is my life.
What is this list, man? We need to finish this. Finish him. Number 12. When I was 17 years old, oh my God. It was supposed to just be a happy list of random bing bong. When I was 17 years old, I was snuggled by the boy who lived up the street. When I finally got myself home, I went to my dad and he yelled at me for not being home earlier. My phone got taken away and I was sent to my room. I couldn't even shower. I could never bring myself to tell him after that. I still never talk about it with anyone. Huh. Why don't you just blurt it out?
Because she was probably in a household where she, you know, even if she did, he may have still not have believed her and still would have sent her to her.
Nah, you gotta try, man. I would accept that the trauma maybe made her shut her mouth like she could barely even speak. But to not say anything and then blame him for it, that's insane. You can blame properly if you try to tell them and then they don't accept or they don't believe or they're not trying to listen to you. That was the majority of my childhood. You learn, you know, your parents aren't your friends because They're not really willing to listen to you. They'll hear you, but they won't listen. You know what I mean? Which is only then made ironic because they expect you to listen when they talk. Comedy, 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 comedy. That's why I'm so funny, niggas. I learned it from my mama. But the bottom line is, you can't properly blame somebody for something that ain't their fault. I know, but in this instance, it's like, bitch, it's your fault that you didn't say nothing, though. You know? And she says, I still never talk about it to anyone. I just couldn't bring myself to tell him after he was yelling at me. Bitch was yelling at you because of some stupid shit that was the big deal for him. But if he then yelled at you after you were like, nah, listen, somebody just assaulted me, then he's a jerk. I don't feel bad that the dude was yelling at her.
It starts off with, when I finally got home, I went to my dad. So she was going to him with the purpose of telling him.
And I understand that, but it never came out of her mouth. He preemptively started yelling at her about some stupid shit. They're fucking parents though, Dia. They're gonna be yelling about dumb shit. Oh, is this fucking fork? Is this rag and towel not in the place that I wanted it to be? This house doesn't look like a museum. It looks like niggas live in here. I'ma yell at my kids about it. You expect them to do that shit. And if you're a child and you don't see these patterns in adults, then like, hey, I don't know what to tell you. Why am I getting notifications from Discord? It doesn't look like anybody's saying anything in my good.
Maybe from somewhere else.
But my point is this, man. You know, the dad yelling is just what he's gonna do. She didn't try to interrupt and say simply, I was assaulted. You know? Because you can expect a mother, in most cases, to just like dismiss that kind of shit. But it would take a real scumbag of a dad to hear this from their daughter and just, you know, be like, oh no, well let me yell at you about not being here. Well, this wouldn't have happened if you were home. Like, what the fuck? She didn't try. So, what?
She isn't blaming anyone. She's not blaming her dad. She's just saying that with
I was coming home to tell him, but he was yelling, so then I didn't. You know what I mean?
And then she didn't
Imagine that, like, if there was something life-threatening going on, you know what I'm talking about? Like, there were a bunch of gunmen outside, but you came in and I was yelling, so you just didn't tell me. I'm not gonna tell you that. Whatever, man. Attack her.
What a thing to latch onto to this poor story.
None to latch onto it. It's just straight up like everybody that wants to play victim has themselves to blame. And I'm not blaming her for being a victim. I'm blaming her for not properly trying. If a person yelling is enough to stop you, then like this is going to be the rest of your life. Do you know what I'm talking about? This is going to be the rest of your life. People need to nut the fuck up. And in some cases, some people are tempered, much like steel. You know, you have to break certain things for them to reach their true potential. You know what I mean? If you can't get better because of these things that happened in your past, then what the fuck you expect out of life? This dude was yelling at you, and was it the first time your father ever yelled at you? Oh, I just can't bring myself. I know you're traumatized, but it's like, it's really disgusting to me. It's genuinely disgusting. You know? God, if it happened again, would she not tell anybody because maybe they were upset about whatever bullshit's going on in their life? They don't have the big picture. They don't have the big picture. She should have said something. And people are out here suggesting counsel. Oh, this must be so hard. Get the fuck out of here, man. In my list, a kid diddling. She only just made it. Like, in any other fucking state or country, she'd be legal. 1 year. Hello, unavailable. Is that how that's spelled? Oh my God, we're back at it again. Number 11. I had a chat with one of the most notorious predators in my country. It was odd. He spoke in a way that made it seem like he was my age and I was 7 years old. You know, I instinctively started like clicking away at different things as if I could just, you know, not have to read this anymore, but we're on a live list. Let's go. He eventually tried to trick me into touching his pee-pee by buying me a hot dog and a soda. I only declined and bailed because I was low-key offended that he put mustard on the hot dog that he was offering me. Atta girl, I don't like mustard either. How do you like this hot dog?
I'm 7 years old. What the fuck? Oh my god.
Somebody said, how? Who was he? Somebody says you can find him by Googling the Pocket Man. The Bye-Bye Man.
Now you've exposed everyone. What have you done?
The Bye-Bye Man. The Pocket Man was originally the name given by the Norwegian police and media to an unidentified child predator. Oh my god. This is one of those, apparently. Do we really need more? Can this list fit more kid diddling in it? I hope not. I'm not trying to hear it. Here we go. Number 10, okay? This is not mind-blowing or anything of the sort, which is why I never told it. Just get to the story. I don't need to... When I first started getting sick and couldn't move around like normal, my cat would yell at me for 2 minutes until I sat down. He would proceed to purr furiously over my stomach, which was hurting, for about 10 minutes at a time. He would chirp at me if I tried to get up and beforehand kept bumping my legs as I walked kept bumping my leg as I walked past if I didn't sit down. Little did I know that he was trying to heal my cancer that was growing into the muscle by that point. He's a little Siamese mix, and he is very vocal, and I appreciate his little squeaks of support. He is a very good boy. Boy, you had cancer? And it was growing in a way where it was like super painful?
And into the muscle.
Damn. Chrissy B said he Googled Pocket Man and found a movie poster called Pocket Man and Cargo Boy.
It's me, Cargo Boy. Need me to hold something? I got you. I got all of that. You see these pants? Tell me what kind of pants these are.
Cargo pants?
Exactly. You know what I can fit in these pants? A whole dude.
You can't fit a dude in those pants.
I got one in here right now. Open it up. Open that pocket up.
Oh shit, is that a man? What's your name? Jacob. I was bit by a shark. That's my whole backstory.
Close that up. Close that. That guy won't shut up about that shark. My God.
Oh, that's pretty cool, Cargo Boy. Number 9. When I was just a boy, I was touched. I'm so sick of this fucking internet. No. Oh, man. When I was just a boy, I was touched when I was getting my hair cut. My father had to make a quick run to the ATM, so we were alone. I never realized it affected me that much and honestly didn't even think about it for years until I drove by the place where the barber shop used to be and just felt immense stress. I would never tell my father. He was always insecure about whether or not he's being a good father to me, and this would make him hate himself more.
Well, there you go, another person that never told their dad.
Yeah, but they had a very stern reason for not telling their father. They didn't want them to share in the guilt. Do you get what I'm saying? Associated with the dude leaving to go get money. And yes, guilt should be there. You left your child alone with some dude. You know what I mean? Whether you trusted him or not, don't leave your fucking kids alone with people that you don't trust. I wouldn't leave my kids if I had them alone with my fucking parents. It's as simple as that.
You don't leave your kids alone with anyone.
Why are you leaving your kids alone with nobody, dude? I get it. You gotta trust. You gotta work. You gotta do what you gotta do. But dude,
If he was going to take his kid to a haircut, why the heck didn't he pass by the ATM first? You always take a good amount of money before going. And
maybe he was a shit dad, man. Niggas dropping their kids off and go, oh, I'm gonna run to the ATM right now. Yeah,
so
okay,
the fact that
okay.
His dad feels guilty that he possibly
number-
wasn't a very good dad, and it probably is because he wasn't.
Number 8. the time my mom needed to go back into the house to get a scarf. Because of this, we were held back and missed a bus by 10 seconds. The bus then crashed into a bridge at the very high speed of Jacob miles per hour because the bus driver had mental health problems, so he did it on purpose. Your mom and her late ass saved y'all from dying on a bus. I bet you she'll never make you forget it. It is the closest I have ever been to death. I will never complain about my mom going back to get a scarf again. You telling me everybody on the bus died? I want some information about this damn bus. I want information about this damn bus. You people can make it up these damn stories. Don't have no back. Come on, man.
That's the internet.
The Salt Rose says, they shut my restaurant down for the next month at least. Hopefully it's more successful than the restaurant in the famous television show Bob's Burgers, and that you'll be all right, you know? In that time, you can just get me a digital copy of Animal Crossing, and we'll be all right, you know? Believe in yourself and each other. Shut up, True Silver Wolf, coming in here with that rip on the $60. It's not funny. And this is the craziest time for this stupid thing to happen, and just take my my cash away. And for those who I guess aren't in the Discord, as I was suggesting, you know, Animal Crossing, the Amazon copy is not going to be delivered until the 27th, which is a week from now. Pretty funny in a way. Pretty crazy, I must say. Pretty outrageous today. Hooray. Pizza day. You know? Let's finish this list. Let's just blow it out of the park before I start crying. That's how I cry, by the way. The Salt Rose says, yeah, we've been around for the last 20 years. It just sucks. It's on my birthday. You know what you'll be able to say? That your birthday isn't close to your death day this year. If you guys, you know, I don't know, just observe that this is actually a pandemic and not just some inconvenience. That's what sucks. Is that people don't know what a big deal this shit is. Give it a week or two and people will start fucking dropping like flies, and then maybe people will give it the attention that it deserves. And it's a shame it has to get that bad before people wake the fuck up, my dude. It's not just some shit that's gonna kill a couple of old people or something. And even if it were, like, maybe it's something that we should still respect? No, never mind. My bad. Number 7, I started doing one of those 5K running apps. On this app, the trainer is named Erin. She coaches you through each training session. I've never been a runner, and I can now do a solid 5K. Anyway, Erin told me that I've got to have a mantra, something I can repeat to myself when I want to give up. Her mantra is, you're strong, Erin, be strong. I could never come up with anything better, so now my mantra is, you're strong, Erin, be strong. My name isn't even close to Erin, but it doesn't feel right using my own name at this point. It's like, I wish they were all like this, you know? It just doesn't feel right. Oh man, I'm surprised how often I want to give up on things and automatically think, you're strong, Erin. Be strong. What the hell?
That person must be super buff.
Someone says, if it makes you feel any better, I have a similar thing for urinals. I used to get stage fright and not be able to pee if other people were in the bathroom at the same time. I read something online and I started saying, this is my toilet. I can piss where I want. Do you know what this reminds me of? There's this one post about a dude talking about something about working out, and another dude comes in and he's just like, you can do 100 push-ups. And then some other guy is like, you can eat 100 burgers. Eating isn't easy. And all this stupid shit. Like, I need to find that copy pasta. Stripes, you find it for me. Stripes here? Go do it. Stripes, please. Get man. Sierra says, wish Chipotle would close. I hate serving people who shouldn't be out in the first place. You shouldn't be out. If one of those people has the virus, the likelihood is that everybody in there is going to get it. Y'all shouldn't be open when it's just a place for people to congregate. And it'd be one thing if it was at least a place where maybe people had the chance to go home and wash some shit off. Nah, dude. It's a place where everybody who's coming in and out of there is going to be ingesting what they take out. Nice. But, you know, that's America, and business is more important than people's lives. Oh, damn. And if you get sick, you better die quick. That's the plan, bitch. You ain't got the money to take care of this shit. You don't even have the tests available on that ass. Cure? Pff, it's called the grave out there. What the fuck? You want me to show you the cure? Look right here. That's a body bag. Exactly. Who's this guy? His name's Jacob. He survived the shark bite, but he didn't survive what came after.
Being put in Cargo Boy's pocket.
Who's that guy with the cargo pants? That's Cargo Boy. He put too much in his pocket. Like what? Like the virus. God. The Salt Rose says,
Oh, very much so. I'm glad we shut down. I just worry about my old folks who don't have family. Except for the wait staff.
You mean Jeeves? And the other butlers? The team of butlers. USR Unavailable says, docs have been saying it's a doo-doo ton worse than the flu. Yeah, all these HIPAA via bullshit getting in the way of, people actually. Soon, it's going to be so Walking Dead tier with just bodies stacked all over the place. People are going to let those little videos slide around Twitter. It's going to be pretty dope. We'll see if all of these shill-ass media fuckboys will be jumping up talking about, that's misinformation. Don't be looking at that video. Take that video down. Take that video down. This is happening outside my house. What do you mean it's misinformation? People playing the 28 Days Later theme song. Bing, 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 bing. Oh my God. It's so war-torn. We all sounded like Darth Vader in our videos. Look at them outside. I'm gonna sound like Mufasa though the whole time. You're gonna be like, man, guy sounds really cool in his gas mask. What are we doing? Banal says, my governor is dragging his feet on declaring it a full quarantine or declaring a full foreign for Farquad. I hope it doesn't cost lives. Banal Vulgarian goes on to say, Washington, restaurants are closed, but people are still out like normal at other places. They should use their dicks to shake hands, take it up to the next level, kick it up a notch, bam. That is a reference to Martha Stewart, who used to be a symbol for housewives all over America. Housewives, catch the fever. Alex Brown says, I work at a dispensary. Join my Discord, send me some gummies. I love you, my man. I appreciate you. Love you. At the end of the day, you're amazing. This guy came in and bought like $1,000 worth of shit and said he was going to upcharge people $300. What the fuck? You say he said it inside the dispensary? He said he was going to upcharge people 300%. I was just thinking, what a dickhead. Enjoy your order. What about me, Alex Brown? Okay, I could have made you Alex Green. That's what you'd be rolling in. Just like this stupid guy who came in with $1,000. $1,000? Pfft. You should see how much people are spending on fucking Animal Crossing tonight, baby.
And toilet paper.
No, Animal Crossing tonight gonna be making so much money on digital sales because Amazon was like, I don't think I'm gonna be sending out the copies for another week. And everybody's like, oh my God. Cargo Boy, get Jacob. We about to roll on these homies. I don't care if y'all dead. Y'all come back from the grave. Yeah, these my zombie homies. What? Salt Lake City says, LOL, no. My regulars, Basil and Helen. You work in a restaurant and somebody named Basil.
Why? You called them Salt Lake City?
Yeah, it's funnier.
No.
Okay, I'm sorry that I didn't appeal to this one woman's sense of fucking...
Call them by their name. Are you gonna mislabel them?
Nig the Gaz says for the medical facilities not to become overwhelmed. So we continue up this list. You know?
You're horrible.
You're strong, Aaron. Be strong. Jesus, where's the deleted entry? You know, I didn't even... I worked so hard. I gotta put up with the... Oh, there it is. It's in there some... Wait. Come on. There it
they
is.
say they're in Florida, my dude.
Alex Brown says this is in Florida, by the way. How you work at a dispensary in Florida? Then that means it's medical, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's legal here.
Whatever.
But you need to have a card.
Gay.
Go to a doctor and get yourself one.
Yeah, just go to a doctor and get a card. Hey guys, I'd like to... Get out of here. I'm sorry. I'm calling the police. And he had crack on him, your officer. Tons of crack. He was wearing a shirt, said, I love crack. And it was lined with crack. As a matter of fact, I'm not sure it was a shirt. He could have been really ashy, too. Just chalky, motherfucker. So dark. Dark as midnight. Zimbabwe dark. Okay. I have this online friend, right? White? He wasn't white. I learned through Reddit's front page that there's a tornado in his area. He completely went offline since that day. I thought he got hurt or worse. He shared with me his full name and town before. Coincidentally, on Googling him, I was able to find out that he's alive because he was mentioned in an article. The power of the internet saved me a lot of anxiety. Aw, what a cute story.
That's nice.
Alex Brown says like $300. What, I can pay a fucking I can pay a doctor to give me a license for $300? Or is that what I'm just paying for regardless? Like, even if they're like, okay, you're ugly enough to get some weed, and then I go, okay, what's it gonna cost me? They're like $300. Witchy bitches. And I'd be like, "What?" And he'd be like, do you want it or not? And I'd be like, yes, I'm sorry. Oh, this is some good shit. One of the first times that I was invited my girlfriend to... No, there's no was. One of the first times I invited my girlfriend to spend the night at my college apartment, I went to bed early. Okay, we're both gamers, but I'm an early bird and she's a night owl. She reassured me that I could go to sleep without her, because little did I know that she had plans to unlock Toad, Toadette, and Special Cup in Mario Kart. For the GameCube. Does DD stand for Double Dash? Am I making that up? I never played that Mario Kart, but it sounds right. Mario Kart. Double Dash. It's called Double Dash. And that's a double dance for you. You're on fire. As we continue back, my apartment complex had very strict parking. There were only 2 parking passes for me and my roommate, but I encouraged my girlfriend to park in the lot anyway because I'd never seen a friend get towed in a couple of years that I lived there. She really didn't want to get towed though, so I promised to pay if she did get her car impounded. So I go to bed while she plays Mario Kart all night. Little did I realize she's an absolute freak at the game. I wake up early in the morning to find her passed out from a night of gaming. I fire up the GameCube to play some Mario Kart with breakfast, not aware that she unlocked most everything in the game. I proudly proclaim, "You got towed." Barely awake, she responds, "I got towed?" Like the car tow. And I'm like, "Yeah, you got towed last night while I was sleeping. I can't believe it. I got towed. Yeah, don't you remember?" She frantically checks behind the blinds to look outside at the parking lot. "I didn't get towed." "Yeah, you got towed, and you got towed out too." One of our best moments for sure.
What an asshole.
What you mean they didn't get married and then have babies and then have a bitter divorce where she's trying to take the kids, but she smoked so much crack that the judge was like, you better chill. And one of those kids grew up to be
Jacob later got eaten.
He survived it, but he died from COVID. When the shark bites you, you might get away with your life, but when the virus bites you, you might end up donating to Kyle so we can play Animal Crossing. I'm kidding. As we continue up this list, we're still not even close to the end. We are now at number 4. In 6th grade, we had this paper that we had to write. I forgot what the subject was. I decided to procrastinate a lot. The day that it was due rolled around and I had nothing. We had to read our papers out loud in front of the class, and I was totally prepared to take the 0. But then I realized that he wasn't actually taking the papers he used. We used. So I decided to go up to the front of the class with a blank sheet of paper and improvise. I ended up getting an 80. And now I work in politics. If you're skilled at bullshitting, you can get pretty far in life, guys. Remember that. It's all about confidence. Yeah? So why don't you put some dollars in this confident man's front pocket? I've got something in my front pocket for you. Why don't you reach down in my pocket and see what it is? Grab right onto it, it's just for you. Give it a little squeeze and say, how do you do? Okay, as we continue. Number 3. This one's, Jesus Christ. Oh no. Okay. When I was 17 years old, I worked at a grocery store with a guy named Brian. Normal guy, mid-20s, little chubby, didn't really think much of him. One day he tells me about how he lives in an apartment by himself, and that his neighbors are absolutely crazy. Like they'd yell at him to be quiet, pound against the wall to get him to shut up, even though he would not be doing anything. He would sneeze, and the neighbors would scream at the top of their lungs from next door. It was that bad. To be honest, I didn't really care much when he was telling the story. I just wanted to go home and not work anymore. Did he kill him? A couple of days go by, and I noticed that Brian wasn't showing up anymore. Whatever, I didn't think much of him either. A month or 2 goes by, and he finally shows back up to work. So being the nice friend that I am, I asked where he's been. He tells me that he was fired because he was in the hospital. I didn't think that was a valid reason to fire someone, but what do I know? I didn't comment on it. I asked him why he was in the hospital, and he told me it was for personal reasons. I tell him it was good that he was back, and it was nice having him, and carried on with my day. Fast forward a couple of days to me talking to another customer who was good friends with Brian, and he says, "Did you hear what happened to Brian?" And I said, yeah, he was in the hospital. He was fired or something. "Do you know why though?" No, he said it was personal. So this is what happened. A couple of months ago, before Brian disappeared, he was at home by himself when his neighbors start yelling at him through the walls for being loud. Brian, telling himself I've had enough, decides to call the police and have them deal with it. The police arrive and start talking to the neighbors for quite some hours. Hours go by with the police and the neighbors, so he calls the police again to ask what was taking so long. The police respond with, we left like an hour and a half ago. Turns out the neighbors were never yelling at him. In fact, they were never there. Brian was schizophrenic and was hearing voices in his head. He had to go to a mental hospital for a month. Y'all just got Shyamalan'd. All right.
How? If it was either his neighbors were really there and yelling at him and they were assholes, or he was schizophrenic and he was imagining it all, unfortunately.
Mika Sturdivant says, "Hi Kai, I hope you're having a great, wonderful right now time, tonight time. I wish you the same, Mika, and I appreciate you. I like that you also said hello after that." No, wait, somebody was saying hello to him. Typical. Nas, the gig accountant, says, "Plot twist. Yeah, I just got Shyamalan, boy." Boiled Lechuga says, "First time actually catching a stream, and honestly, I feel like the youngest." I'm sure there's more to that, but, you know, I guess you're that young where your ADD made it so you couldn't even finish that comment, huh? Crazy. There's usually some 12-year-old that pipes up in the stream, so unless you're that young, I doubt it, you know? The greatest trick that any of these little kids ever pulled was shutting the hell up and making it through a list, as opposed to just spamming something stupid that makes everybody go, "What the hell is wrong with you?" and then inevitably banning them. We will no longer be giving people a platform to make a fool of themselves. In the Discord, sure, go do that, because that's that good shit. But otherwise, just keep it cool. Keep it chill. Look, everybody's like so So nice, so sweet, so kind. Look at you all. What a bunch of goody two-shoes bastards. As long as we make it through this list. And here we are, finally making it to number 2. Around 42 years ago, my little brother was playing with matches and set the woods on fire. He burned about 10 acres. What a little bitch. Everyone assumed that it was me smoking in the woods, so he and I just let it be me. What? I took the blame because Dad was kind of rough on the ass whoopings when he was mad, and I didn't want my little brother to have to take it. Being that Dad got a little carried away this time, he broke my arm, we've just never told anyone the truth. This is a pretty raggedy story. Oh snap, Tig-O Bitties. That's this person's username. I just gotta take a quick look. Give me a second. Let me see here. Top posts. Their top post is this comment that says, dude, your dad is an asshole. And all the other posts are nice and clothed, non-female oriented bullcrap. I'm really angry about this.
Could just be a dude.
How do you have a name called Tig-O Bitties and you're not even a big titty enthusiast? He could be a man and just posts pictures of women. But instead you're nothing. You're nothing.
Rude.
Ugh.
Maybe they changed their ways.
I appreciate you all being here tonight. I hope you have a wonderful evening. What? I'm sorry. I think Jacob's down there. He's not getting out. Okay.
Do you have cargo boy in your belly or something?
As we continue and obliterate this list, I want you to know that you're special. That's right. You're strong. So be strong. In 6th grade one night, I was, not feeling like going to school the next day. So I looked up how to get a fever. I found a tutorial that said to take a bath in the hottest temperature your bathtub will go, and then stay up all night. I decided to try it and started the water for steaming hot bath. It stung to get in, and I somehow survived it for 30 minutes. When I was getting out, I felt dizzy. I fell on the floor and had a seizure. Open the door, get on the oh my God, what the fuck? You alright? I woke up the next day and saw the blinding ceiling lights of the bathroom. And at first I thought, am I dead? And then I threw up in the toilet next to me and had a migraine for the night. I later found out that I got 1st-degree burns. So long story short, don't do that.
I mean, you definitely could stay home.
If you want to stay home from school, just find a knife. I'm kidding. Did you go to school the next day? No, not for a week. Seems like it worked, right? Yeah, so you're telling me success, all right? Oh boy. Don't bring preschool scissors to a fist fight. This is my favorite video. But he pops that dude in the face so hard that it will make your mind blow. Yeah. I love this video because there's this girl in the video who's just,
I talk like this, and it's like the way that I talk, but that's the way that it's gonna go,
Hold on, you gotta get to that girl. Looked like she got stung by bees too. You'll love her when you see her.
Where she has like chips.
This bitch got stung by bees.
And she talks like this, and I just wanna come out and have a good time because that's what I need to know.
Oh my God, yes.
I mean, we planned this a long time ago, and it was kind of up in the air if we still go, but like we're here.
But we gotta do what we need to do, to have a good time because we planned this forever and no virus is gonna stop us.
Here to party, so it's kind of disappointing, but
Mama.
Oh my God, I'm dying. All right. So you guys have a wonderful DoorDash, Double Dash? DoorDash is a service that brings you things, You want coronavirus delivered to your door? Bruh, I can set you up, bruh.
I can set you up, bruh.
Domino's was like, look, we'll give you anything for 50% off, please. Don't you understand? Is it even worth it getting Corona for 50% off?
When you gonna give me that? Blah, 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 blah.
I can't believe I actually just opened up my Domino's app to look at whether or not I had any of that gangsta shit. Any of that free stuff. Wait a minute. I think I redeemed the pizza on the 7th of this month, Dia. So I don't have enough points towards my next bing bang. Doesn't look like I'm getting any Corona tonight. I'll just have to bake up a burger on my own. You know, I've never tried broiling a burger. What do you think that's like?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever broiled anything myself either.
I got 50 out of 60 Hungry Howie points, though, after my next order. Free pizza. Guys, if you're bored and tonight you want to be a part of an explosive, angry, serene, chill, tense, frustrated Animal Crossing session, then come sleep with me, on this channel all night, the Animal Crossing time. Just go to bed and it'll just be me making my island sexy. I'm going to be trying to what we call time travel through the island so that I can get my island nice and set up so that me can be great. It's my game. I'm going to play it the way I want it to. Okay. The Salt Roast says if you can't cook a burger on a grill or a flat top, broiling it would be your next best bet. Well, it's going to taste best if you grill it though, right? I have a Foreman grill. I just throw everything on there. But I bought these like Angus burgers and I'm not sure how well it's going to make them. I know the Foreman grill cooks on the top and on the bottom, so it shouldn't be that big an issue, but also I want a bigger Foreman grill because the one that I have only fits 2. I want one that fits 4. Don't you guys identify with my first world problems of needing like a huge freaking grill for my fat American? It's not just me I'm cooking for, you understand? That's why I need it. I need a big grill. Could fit a man in that grill.
Nas asks, I guess Animal Crossing is the same as The Sims.
Oh no. If you're curious as to what Animal Crossing is, I actually made a video on it. So I will link that video to you right now. The video is called What is Animal Crossing? I'm dropping it into the chat right about now. I'm going to be playing it tonight, so if you want a first-hand look at exactly what the gameplay might entail, at least in the beginning of the game, which will be very different from the end, you'll be able to see. Mighty Quinn says, is it out tonight? Yes, it will be playable in the next 40 minutes. Because you can preload it and download it onto your little Switch console tonight, but you will need to wait until whatever time to when it is live. Tonight will be the night where 2 become 1, so to speak. I need some love like I've never needed love before. Bet you didn't expect a Spice Girl song, baby.
I had a little love, now I'm back for more.
And then the song says, set your spirit free. It's the only way to be. If only this channel ever let me sing. Let me sing some songs, no. GameStop rules itself essential. That's where things get real funny. Thicker than you thought. I wish I could look at that. Open in a new window. Does that work? Where's the thick part? Have y'all lost your minds? There's nothing thick about this girl. Oh, well, I guess for her size, but it's not like super thick. It's just like a fat ass.
They're infiltrating everywhere now, aren't they, Kyle?
What do you mean? Fat ass white girls?
No,
What?
the skinny girls. Skinny girls are trying to go everywhere now.
They need to get the fuck out of here.
They go
Because it's not the type of thing that I shouldn't be saying, oh, it's big for your size. It should just be thick. Fucking.
Yeah, so that doesn't count. But
Oh,
they
God.
think because it's a little bit because of their size, then they fit the criteria, even though the criteria is thick, not thin, and then you got a big butt.
Can't believe I gotta get another fucking copy of Animal Crossing. And that means Dia won't be able to play for like another week, which is fantastic.
Okay.
It's not Dia.
Well, I can wait, you dork. So I better not wake up with you. Guess who got Animal Crossing now too? Because trust me, I will smack you.
I may just get it for you again. A week is a long time, Dia.
That's fine, Kyle.
Bruh.
We don't. No, stop. We could use those $60 for groceries. So you stop.
Corona groceries.
It don't matter. We need food. So you're not wasting money on a video game you already have.
These are literally what these dudes said. If I get Corona, I get Corona. At the end of the day, I'm not going to let it stop me from partying.
Well, you know, I had to come out because, like...
Y'all sharing space with these dudes. This is what our DoorDash driver is like. Yo, I just got back from spring break. Here's your groceries, bro.
Alex Palermo's here.
Alex Palermo, the legendary brother of the Michael Palermo, who died in that tragic shark bite accident. Let us always remember his name in the Corona Wars. Test your might. Corona combat. Here's what's up. The next list that I will read will be about people who lost their jobs. If you're interested in that. What do you think? That's whack? You think I should do something else? It shouldn't be about people who lost their jobs? What do you want? Okay. What is ape mentality?
Good morning, good. Tell us something your mom doesn't know. Yeah.
Tell us something your mom doesn't know, and he just put the mic in his mouth. Okay. Woman caught taking dump on family's property, forced to clean it up. Bus driver uppercuts woman after she verbally threatens and then attacks him. This one's just called Yes Papi.
Down! What did I tell you? Down! Down! Put your hands behind your back. You got any guns on you?
No, papi. No, papi. No,
I ain't your poppy. Put your head down.
No Papi.
no, papi.
What do you
No,
got? Just
Papi.
that?
Yes, papi.
Just marijuana?
Yes.
Keep your hands here.
Yes Papi.
You got no knife on you?
No, papi, nothing.
You sure?
Yes, papi.
I ain't your poppy.
Officer, yes, officer.
That's sad.
We've seen that video,
Yeah, that's an old ass video. How to get back here.
and it's still dumb.
A racist guy at Popeyes gets beat. This is most certainly a he out here. You know what? You're all a bunch of. Oh my God, he said it. And then we just walk outside. What you mean? What you mean? Everybody talking to the dude on the ground? I don't understand. How did it reach this point? After what he said. You know what? What the hell is this?
Below.
Eminem gets teabagged by an angel. Is this? Who is this?
Is that that's Andy Dick? Is that Andy Dick? That's gotta be Andy Dick, boy.
I like the one above.
What?
The one below them and M1. It just makes me laugh.
Yes, Aaron Carter kicked his girlfriend out, but all he does is cheat on her, though.
2 rooms in my fucking house. All right? 2 rooms in my fucking house.
But you cheat on her all the time, though.
Well, you know, a man can do it.
Whoa! He got a tattoo of her name on his face.
Yep.
That's adorable. That's adorable. Look, I don't want to watch all of this. I feel like it'll get this. Oh, but it's so interesting. Somebody said this is what cocaine addiction and codependency looks like. Somebody says, sorry, but who is Aaron Carter? He was a teen pop star 20 years ago. He sang a variation of I Want Candy. I saw him in concert when I was 8 years old. It's not what I said in my video. I was like, who the fuck is Aaron Carter? Oh man, I was trying to watch everybody roast New Warriors. But now I gotta look for my own videos on this bitch. Kyle, Aaron Carter. Who is Gotcha Nico?
There's a digital artist named Jonas who recently had his artwork stolen by a pop music artist named Aaron Carter, who used the artwork to promote his merchandise. Upon discovery, Jonas issues this tweet. Hey Aaron Carter, you're using my artwork to promote your merchandise. I have not given you permission to do so. My art is being commercially exploited by people on a daily basis. We artists have rights too. Aaron Carter responds,
You should have taken it as a compliment, Dick. A fan of mine sent this to me. Oh, here they go again. The answer is no. This image has been made public, and I'm using it to promote my clothing line, AaronCarter.com. Guess I'll see you in small claims court, fuckery.
Damn Aaron Carter, I didn't know something being public meant you could just use it without permission for monetary gain, if you only had a brain. You know, I bet art thief Aaron Carter would understand if this was happening with his own terrible music. Just kidding. Nobody's heard any of that for 10 years.
But it was actually 20 years, son. But it was actually 20 years. In the year 2000, Aaron Carter was a child star. Oh no. I want to see him kick her out.
I paid for everything for this fucking
Come on.
house then. Get out of my house.
Ooh.
I'm done too. Alright, yeah. Oh, you're on 500 people are watching this. Hello. This is Melanie Martin. Alright, this is a girl, and by the way, she told me that she didn't do anything, and you know what she did? 12 days after being with her, I found her having sex on her phone on a cam girl thing, on an OnlyFans thing when she lied to me. And goodbye. By the way, you guys have no idea what else happened. All right, so I will explain it to you. Everything that happened. This girl literally took advantage of me. She told her friend.
He's the victim, y'all.
He's a victim. So, you know, dude, that's cocaine. You look so bad. You look so addled. You look fucking tore up. My God. If there's one thing you can look at Piggy Kyle's fat ass and think, it's this bitch need to put the burgers down. Not I need to fucking knock the fucking crack pipe out of my head. Jesus Christ. Look at your fucking eyes. Sullen expression. Hollow, decrepit fucking corpse of a man. Ooh wee, baby. Get you some help. Tattooing people's names on your face. Live your life. Do what you want to do. You know what I mean? But when it's not your kid, what's the excuse? You getting a tattoo of somebody's name on you? Is it your kid? Okay. It's your woman? Alright, man. Oh, you kicking a woman out because you caught a fucking somebody else, and that's not the kind of relationship y'all got. It's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be monogamous. But I heard you was out here fucking other people, and that's supposed to be okay. So only man in the relationship fuck other women, not you. In the midst of the COVID virus, you gonna throw her out into the cold. I'm the victim. You don't even know, guys. I'm gonna tell y'all later. And everybody in the chat is like, everybody in the chat's supposed to be like, you know what? I will always be with you, Aaron Carter. Who are you again? But if you see somebody in the chat says, Dia, you always act like a victim, bitch.
Damn.
This is your own follow base here.
And they're like,
And they calling you out. Somebody's like, forget her. But somebody else is like, you always the victim. I kind of just want to see the chat now. Hey. Yeah, you tattooed your face, yo. Somebody said, do tell him. Wait a minute. Let me just read this chat. This is what's
to
up.
Rochelle, all right, and she was sending nudes
Oh, boy.
while she was in a relationship. All
And
right?
you tattooed
No,
her
this is
name on your
called
face.
the
They
truth.
crying. They laughing.
This is called the
Popcorn.
truth.
Oh, no.
This is called the truth. This is called the truth.
Spicy sauce.
This is called the truth.
This is
And they're
called the
telling you
truth.
They're sorry. Yeah, this is her.
This is called the truth.
And I tattooed my fucking. All right.
Lamo,
Good.
this is pathetic. And he tattooed her name on her face, on his face. Uh-oh.
So I will.
You need to
explain
be
you
medicated.
Everything that happened.
I will explain it to you.
This girl-
No. You see what somebody wrote?
what?
I'm not going to say it.
Oh my god. Okay, now I see it. What the fuck is wrong with
Yo.
No.
Yo, I'm not going to say that. Yo. Wow.
Girl literally took advantage of me.
Okay.
She told her friends.
Yeah.
That they were like, oh, I see you're dating Aaron Carter. Why is that? And you know what she says?
What'd she say?
You know what she says?
What'd she say?
He has.
He do drugs, but he got all that cocaine. So I'm gonna just hang out with this dude until we get through the cocaine.
Money.
He has
nice.
money. Yeah, he got money. Like you confused, bitch. You confused? Could those eyes get sunk any more into that skull? And you confused about why a hoe is gonna be with you? What? Is it really a wake up call for certain men when they find themselves with a floozy and the girl admits that she's with you for the cash, baby? Dia, you know this whole period up until now has been a test period, right?
What do you mean?
I've just been making sure that you went with me for the cash.
What?
Yeah.
What money? What money are you hiding from me?
Yeah, it's gonna have to come out with all them big titties. You got lucky, Dia, with those huge knockers.
Oh.
What?
You make it seem like that anything I have is because of my boobs.
No, I'm just saying like you're genetically lucky.
Thank my mama.
He has money. He's nice.
Yeah, you got money,
She
bitch.
changed a name and hid it of an older man
Yeah.
that she promised to send nudes to a month ago. That's who she is.
You always act like a victim.
That's who you are.
You always act like a victim, though. Thanks for watching. This bitch sucks. This is too funny. This is too funny. This is what cocaine addiction and codependency looks like. Oh my God. Wait a minute. Well, I guess he can film a gangbang with that Trisha Paytas chick now for her OnlyFans?
I've seen her boobs. She has strange nipples.
I am reading some scary, I need Jesus right now shit right here. It's not funny. So of course people are like, wait a minute. She has gangbangs? LOL what? Someone says her OnlyFans is even worse than before. So gangbang seems like the next logical step. Somebody else says, wait, you mean that fat fake-faced whale actually has people pay to watch her have sex now? Somebody else says, yes, she basically jams dildos in her dry pussy and fake moans, A+ content. Listen, I've seen a lot of things on the internet. This isn't what I'm trying to see. I ain't trying to get, you know. You come into one garbage fire and you get another one. I see you are garbage fire merchants. Can I interest you in this other fire? People are like, wow, you know. I'm kind of curious about that. Guys, what is Gotcha Nico on about? Y'all out here allowing Linda to whip them titties out and bust you with them? Ridiculous. Y'all are getting lady banned out here, okay?
It's the best kind of band.
I mean, maybe it's like a kink for them, you know? Maybe it's like maybe she's like the what's the word? Dominatrix?
Yep.
Yeah. Yes, mistress. Oh, ban me. I've been so bad. I'm back from my timeout. Linda times him out again. Oh God, yes. Gross. Ladies and gentlemen, we are 20 minutes away from an Animal Crossing day.
Are you just holding people here until...
I'm not holding anybody hostage. That would be rude. All I need is my Animal Crossing in my life. And soon we're going to be able to have that. I should be preparing some sort of food so that I'll be able to sit here forever. Do you really want to live forever?
Linda says that she considered a career as a dominatrix. I feel like Linda would be wonderful at that.
Somebody said Trisha is nasty. I mean, you can tell that bitch ain't alright upstairs, and that's not something that most people find attractive. Other people, however, that's exactly their kink, so more power to them. Oh, you're all gonna get Animal Crossing, but poor Kyle. Okay? So, watch me play tonight. Me! And I'll be back soon. Love you. Talk to you soon. I'll set it up, and you guys can check it out. Bye.